Afternoon, Toey. Hope you're all alright. Weekend wasn't bad, was it? Getting a bit cooler, but I'm able to do a bit more out in the garden, getting all ready and getting a bit tidy now for settling down a bit for autumn and all. I hope you're keeping all well and good, and just take care. We'll get through this, don't you worry about that. Got to be positive about everything. If we're waking up, that's near enough for me. We'll keep them going. We'll be alright. Anyhow, I'm going to one day about insurance. Hello, boy. What's happening? Said Zacky just today. He's looking proper wish-like. That's all I could say. 'Tis nothing much to speak of, yo. I just come out the house. And I've gone and left my love day in a proper popping house. I don't know how you can say it. It seems to me some queer. 'Cause you're always saying how your woman's such a dear. Our passes are so wonderful, and her saffron cake is grand. To all our other women folk, she's the envy of the land. Well, I never knowed my love day be so touchy tall afore. I didn't really expect it when she met me at the door, and sat me down at dinner. Her broth I always praised, but what she spoke about afterwards, well, it really made me maze. She said that she'd been thinking some insurance for to buy, so as she and our dear children should be safe if I should die. I went at so cold as a quilkin, thinking about what I just ate, for you to know that I'm not wanted to be dying off just yet. Then I went and said to Loveday, nothing's going to happen to me, but if you want insurance, I'll take some out on thee. So if you should go before me, the money would be grand to pay another woman to lend a helping hand. She could keep the household tidy and the children clean and fed, and I could go out fishing then to get the daily bread. Oh, that was boy. That's all that I had said. And she screeched like a wetneck and said I'd wished her dead. I said she wished the same upon me. She hollered back some more, till I had enough and walked out of the door. These in some proper coddle, boy. What's a going to do, old friend? You'd know the same as I how these things always end. If I'm to have some peace for the rest of my life, my love day must have her way. So I'm going to tell the insurance man to call on her today. Well, good luck to you, boy, old Zacky said, 'cause you shouldn't come off worse. For they without insurance always seem to pop off first. Well, I got another one here now. This is one here by John Prowse, about the wheelie bin. Since Jan acquired his wheelie bin, it's like a different man. It's opened up new avenues that the council never planned. He guards it like a jewel, and when I question why, he gived his answer with a twinkle in his eye. It don't half come in handy. His face was wreathed in smiles. You don't put in no petrol, yet he'll push on for miles. I take mine down to Tesco's and fill not once a week. And when they hear me coming, they all play hide and seek. As I trundle down the gangways, I put 'em all to flight. By the time I reach the checkout, there isn't a soul in sight. While others jam the car parks, we're setting down for tea. 'Cause we're home again in minutes, my wheelie bin and me. Just truly multi-purpose, as Enra's wife can tell. Poor soul tumbled over and hollered when she fell. So I popped her in the wheelie bin and hammered up the lane. She was in and out of casualty before she felt the pain. And down to the roller rink, you know, they handle like a dream. The boys and me have started up our own formation team. You'll see as Pally glide, it shows that we're the best, as we criss across the middle, 3 wheelie bins abreast. Then we tried it out in football to help our goalie Jack. He never was one for leaping round or diving on his back. But once inside his wheelie bin, he was up and down the line, till the mud got round his axles and he let in 29. All well and good, I lectured this catalogue of sin. But what about the use for which they made your wheelie bin? We make see much rubbish, so what happens with yours? Oh, no problem, boy, he says. I put mine in next doors. Another little poem here now. Mother's pasties, I'll have in all, were nothing but the best. Full of turnips, taters and some beef, they were far better than the rest. We took them down the weir for tea, we took them up Trencrom. By train we took them to Penzance to eat upon the prom. Pollard's coaches took the weight on chapel trips to Loo, loaded down with saffron buns and mother's pasties too. I take one down the station, father had to have his tea. I never used to mind at all, there'd be a corner left for me. We ate them when we went to school, we ate them through the war. They kept us going when times were tough. We couldn't have asked for more. If I turn the clock back years, now wouldn't that be grand? Once more I'd sit on Isle Beach with mother's pasty in my hand. Thank you very much.